So good evening and welcome to tonight's class. So tonight we'll be looking at how to host your project on Github. Okay, should I say data analysis projects on GitHub? So this one we'll be looking at tonight, how to host your data analysis project on GitHub. Like I said, to create a GitHub account, you should come here and you now type GitHub. So you go to the GitHub website, it's github.com. So you just go to sign up. You just put your email, password, username. The country is already there. There's no need to highlight this. There's no need to tick this so that you'll not be receiving irrelevant email. So you go to create accounts. It's as simple like that, or you can say continue with Google. It's as simple as that to create your GitHub account. So once you are done creating your GitHub account, you just log into the account. So this is my account. You see something like this. Like I said, if you just create your GitHub account, you are going to see an avatar here. Unlike mine, I've uploaded my profile picture, but yours will be an avatar. So you can just go to profile and set up your profile. You just go to edit profile. Once you go to profile, you look at this place. You are not going to have this display name. My username is devgeek. This is only what's going to show. So just go to edit profile. You put your name. You put your bio, like data analyst, the tools you use. Then social media, social accounts. You can put your LinkedIn, your Facebook, and you say save. So that is it. And you say save. So you want to change your picture, just click on the avatar, the picture. Your own will be avatar. You just go to edit. You say upload a picture or change picture, anyone you see. So you just choose a picture from your laptop and upload. So that's all. How to set it up. So now, once you log into your GitHub, this is what you are going to see. Like my own, you can see repositories. It means that I already have some projects hosted here. I only have one data analysis project, but this one is my website. The codes about the Tech Anchor website. This is a code. I have a website I created for one pharmacy company. This is a website of this is a code of the Jam app. This is a code of the app I created for my church. This is a code of the Jam app, the administrator one. This is a code of the children app. Like I say, GitHub is very useful. I have to host all these my codes here because it's not easy saying that I want to rewrite those codes again. It was a lot of artwork, brainstorming. So the reason why you have to put it on GitHub is anything can happen. Your hard disk can crash, your system can crash, your system can be stolen. And when you now get a new system, are you going to go and start writing the codes again, doing the project all over again? It's not possible. So I'll just go to GitHub. I'll just clone the code I have here. I'll just clone the project. So I will now have everything back. The same thing with another usefulness of GitHub is an employer. An employer might interview me and might say, okay, I'm a software developer, I'm a data analyst. The employer want to see my projects. I'll just give the employer my GitHub link. We'll come here and see the projects I've done. So the same thing with you as the data analyst. You'll not be telling a interviewer, you not send your like screenshot of your dashboard, screenshot of your project. It's not professional. So the best thing to do is to host that particular project, and that will also give you room to write thoroughly about the project, the steps taken, how you were able to, like, just like telling the story, data story about the project. So that's one of the importance of, I have this project, data analysis project. If I click on it, so just look at it. I uploaded the Power BI. This is a Power BI project. So I uploaded the Power BI file. I uploaded the picture. Okay, it's only the data set that I did not upload. I can do that. So I'll just do that for now. You can now see now, I now write about the project, the company performance analysis. This is a project title, the project objective. So you can see how everything is. I say dashboard. I'll now put the dashboard, everything. So now if employer is coming in, employer will just look at this and look at what I've done, and that is enough to convince the employer that this person is fit, this person knows what he or she is doing. So that's what we are going to do tonight. I'm going to do what I've done all over again. So first thing first, I'll open this. So it's advisable you just open a Microsoft Word, write everything about the project like this out, so that I just be copy them to your, just copy them when you want to set up. So I've opened a new tab. Let me log into GitHub again from here. So the first thing we are going to do is to create a new repository. So you just come to new, you click on new, then you will see repository name. This place you are going to put the name of that project. Like my own, I say data analysis project. So just put your own, the name of the project. I will say data analysis 2 project. Let me call this one like that. So you put the name of the project. You come to description, the description of the project. Let me see if I have that description here. Like the description, I didn't put it here. So let me look at this one. Okay, this is a description. Let me just copy this. So you put the description here. So you just put the description here. So very, very important, this at readme, please, you are going to turn it on. At readme, because this is what you are going to use. Choose visibility. You leave it as public because you want others to be able to see it. But if you don't want people to see it, you can leave it as private. Like all this my code. Like now, the only project that is public is only this data analysis. The rest is private because those are my codes and I don't want people to gain access to it, except I want you to see it. I can give you access to it, but I don't want public to access my code. so they are private. It's only the return analysis that is public. So but for your own now, you want people to see. If it's something you don't want to share with people, you only want to give people access. There are some projects that is not for public. I think by now, anything you are going to do is because you are seeking for a job. You want to get a job, so it will be public so that your employers can view it. But when you are on a job, there are some projects you are going to work on. You just want to host them on Github so that they will be safe, not because you want people to have access to it. So those kind of projects, feasibility should be private. It's only you that want. It might be a company's project, something very important. You don't want people to have access to it, except those you want to give access to. So you leave it as it depends. You can public, private, depending on the project. So you now say create repository. So I'm creating it. It has been created. So this is it. By default, this is the header and the description which I put will come. So now there's something to look at. You come to this place, settings. No, you come to settings, this one here, settings. So maybe you want to rename that your repository name, so you can rename it from here. I think that is a main thing. So you might want to change the feasibility. Maybe you want to change from it was public before, you want to change it to private, or it was private before, you want to change it to public. This is where to do it. You might want to delete the repository, so this is where to delete it. So these things are very sensitive. That's why they call this place danger zone. So anything you do here is very, very sensitive, so you should be sure that you really want to do it. So we will now go back to the codes. We'll now come back here. So now the first thing I'm going to do is to upload my files. So you come to add file. I will say upload files. You can say drag files and drop here. Let me say choose from system. So I will just go where I have those files. Like I will pick I need this picture, the data set, and the Power BI. So the picture, the data set, and the Power BI. So you can add description, it's optional. You just say commit changes. What is happening? Let me upload the files again. So just say commit changes. So if you look at it, my files have been uploaded. This is a Power BI file. No, this is a data set for the Power BI. This is a Power BI file. You can see this is an Excel file, which is XLSX. This is Power BI file, which is PBIX. So this is a picture, the screenshot of the dashboard, which is a JPEG. So your README file is here. So now it's time to do this. It's time to write everything that we have here. So what I'm going to do is you come to this edit file. You click on edit file. So it will now open this for you. So I will just remove everything here. I don't need them. So I already have everything I want written down. The first thing is companies, the title of the project, Mine is company. Mine is company performance analysis. I will just copy this. Look at what's going to happen here. I will paste it. This is preview. Let me preview. See how it's looking at like. So what you are going to do is you're going to add hash. You say hash, then you put your write-up. If I preview, it will now become bigger. Let me. So another one now, we have like the big heading, the second heading, the third heading. As if I say hash, and I now put it, if I preview, you can see that this one is bolder than this one and bigger than this one. So you can see say hash. So one would be used for like the heading, the sub heading. So you can see this. Okay, I'm even using, it's supposed to be 3. So you can see the hierarchy. So the first one, I'm going to use one hash so that it will be this is the main title. Another one now is project objective. You can see now from what I've done here, I've put all this syntax already. So my copy is project objective. So this one will be double hash. So you can preview it, project objective. So I will just copy this one. Then I will paste it. If I preview, you can see project objective. So I'll go back again. What is the next thing? Questions KPI. You can see now this one should be the same with hierarchy with the project objective because it's subtitle. So you use double hash for it. So you just come here, double hash. So if I preview, no, something, I copied the wrong thing. This is what I copied. Okay, so something like this. Then so I will just copy this one. So another one is the numbering. So this one now, just copy it. So once you come here, you have to number it. I'll paste it. So if I preview, always preview to see what you are doing. You can see this. Go back to edit. So what's the next thing? Okay, I like this one, process. Still double hash. I will just go to process. I might not do everything so that you own just, I just want to show you through the syntax. So process. Then I will come to another important one. Now look at, we have something like this. Okay, let me show you something. We have a numbering and we have a bullet point. So if you want to make use of bullet points, if you want to make use of bullet points, let me paste this. Bullet point, you are going to put hyphen, this dash, then your write up. So if I say dash, then this, if I preview this, it's going to give me bullet points. So look at this, you can see now it will give me bullet point. But for numbering, you just put the number. For bullet point, you just put dash, then you write what you want to write, go to the next line, dash. So that is what will give you bullet points. So that is how to achieve bullet points. So all these are syntax: double hash, numbering. For bullet point you use your dash. So it's very, very important syntax you need to pay attention to. So now let me do something. I'll just copy this. What is wrong with this mouse? So I will just copy this and I will paste them here. So what is happening here is, let me preview this. Can you see? Let me go back again. This one is going to be numbering, while this one now be like bullet point. So I want to shift it. I will just highlight everything. I will press the tab button on my keyboard to shift them in, so that they will not be on the same line. The same here. So if I preview this, it's not giving me what I'm looking for. So maybe I will still shift it. So I think something like this. So data loading. So you can even use bullet point for this one. Will be bullet point, then this one will now be the inner one. So I think all these ones now, I'll leave all these ones. So you know how to achieve all these ones. Final conclusion. So another thing I want to do is to add something like, let's say I want to add dashboard. So this one is just to, I will just go to where I have my image saved. This is a screenshot. I will just drag it and put here. So it's uploading the file. So if I go to preview, this is my dashboard, then I have this. So for that dashboard, you can give, let me say, you can make it bold by using double asterisk. So I can make it bold. Okay, I don't like the way the bold is bold. So let us use this. Let's use this one. So you can see now dashboard. So just, what did I do? Where you want to put the dashboard, like this one, let me delete it again. So you just open your file like this, you just drag the picture down here, it's uploading. So if you preview, you should now see the image. So that is how to put your image. What another thing I would like to do? Final conclusion on this one. So I've shown you how to make use of hierarchy, like the big header, the sub heading, and all those things, bullet points, numbering, even inner bullet points. So what again, I've shown you how to put picture. Another thing I want to show you is how to put link. Let me look at this. Something I did here. Okay, data set use. Let's say I want to put a link to this data set use. So that link, let me look at this. There's some, if you code with HTML, there's something we call anchor tag, something like this. This is my keyboard, where is this thing? Oh, see problem. Okay, there's something we call like this a. Let me copy this so that we explain that. There's something, this is it. So this is how the tag look like, the tag for the anchor. This is how it looks like, the anchor tag, or we call it link tag in HTML. So we are going to use this to add the link. So what we are going to do is, I'll just copy this one. Now let me go back. This is not the one we are working with. This is my main one. So this is the one we are working with. So I will now paste this here. So you now can just write this link out. So what I'm going to do here is, this place, this double quote is where you put your link, and this place is where you put the name of that, the link text. So what I'm going to do now is, this one that I opened, okay, before that one, what we are going to do is, let's click on commit changes, so that you just leave everything the way it is and press commit. That is now just like I've saved this. So you can now see, if I refresh this, you'll be able to see that project. This is the data analysis 2 project. So you save it. So what I'm going to do now is, I want to put a link to this. So if I click on this, I'll just copy this link here. I'll copy it, then I will come here. This is the one I'm working on. I think this is the one I'm working on. Yeah, okay. So let me just go back. Let me open it again. So let me click on this edit file again. So I think I'm going to zoom out. It's making this thing look somehow. So now this particular place, let me zoom in a bit. This particular place is where I'm going to put that link. I'll just paste the link there. This place now is the link text. So let me see what I put for the link text here. Okay, I think I'll pass it. Okay, Power BI data. So you just put, you can say Excel data, anything. I'll call this Power BI data. So now if I preview it, you can now see how, so this thing now look like a link. If I click on this, it's going to take me to download the data set. So your employer might just be going through this. Then once your employer comes to this place, this should take your employer to download your data set, because where the data set will be, if you are not good with Github, you might not know where to go and download the file. But so putting the link to that file here will help your employer, will just take your employer to that place to download it out and look at it. So I think we've come a long way. I will do just one last thing. I'll call it table of contents. Table of contents. The contents. So now I'm going to do now is that table of content. I think I have something like this. Then this is a syntax. Let's just say we have syntax like we have process, we have questions. So I'll call this project objective. So you put it inside square bracket. Then you now open bracket and you are going to put the link. So you just say project, this time around lowercase, everything lowercase, then you put dash hyphen objective and you close the bracket. So let's preview this. Okay, I didn't do it well. So you are going to put hash here. You put hash here. It's not coming out well. Let's see. Okay, correct. Now it's correct. So that means what you are going to do, square bracket, you write exactly what you have here. Then the bracket, after when you close the square bracket, that your normal bracket there should be no space. So everything should be together. You now type it. So let's say process. Let's do the same for process. I'll call it process. Then lowercase hash. Then lowercase process. So let's preview it. So process. I don't know if it's going to work here. If I should click on this process. Let me commit changes. If I should click on this, you see, it will just take me to where I have the process right up. So in a case that you have a very long, there are times that you are going to write a lot about that project. It will be very long, so many subheadings. So you need a table content so that employer might just say, let me skip questions, KPI, dashboard. Let me go to process. Let me see what you have in the process. When the person click process, it will just take the person to process. What do I have again? Data set.
We have very few minutes to go, sir.
All right, I'm done already. So I'm done already. So that is the last thing I wanted to show you. Table of contents. So that is the last thing. Like how many minutes do we have? How many minutes did they give us?
6 minutes.
Okay. So let me do this thing again. Let's say like you have data set use, then hash data set use. So if I preview this, so let me just, once you are done, always commit your changes. So that is the way you are saving everything you have edited. So now if I click on this data set use, it will just take me to this place. So that is the importance of table of contents. So probably I've done everything you will need. I've taught you how to create this hierarchy, like this bigger title by using only one hash. The subtitle you use two hash. Then if you still want it to be very very lower, like you can use three hash. So table of contents. After this one, the next thing should be table of contents. If you are going to make use of table of contents in that particular file, um, in that write up. So you now put your projects. The table of contents should be orderly, the way you are going to arrange them here. So you can put your pictures, everything. So once you are done, then look at mine, what I have here. At the end of the day, I took my time to do this one. You can see this. You can see this. This one I didn't add table of contents here. So I didn't add it. But so data set use. So this is how the arrangement is. This one follows. The next thing after project objective should be data set use. Then you put a link to it. Questions. This is my dashboard. Final conclusion. Your one might be lengthy than this one. Project inside. So depending on how well detailed or how lengthy your write-up is going to be. So those are the syntax you need. So what did we do today? I've taught you how to create a repository, name your repository, how to upload files, the syntax you will need, like the header syntax, the bullet points, numbering, and then I taught you how to make use of table of contents. If you want to add it, the right syntax to use, how to put a link to go and download your files, how to put picture in. So this class is being recorded, so you can just come back to this video and watch it. So any question? If you have a question, let's ask now before I stop the recording. Do you have any question to ask? We have a few minutes to go. If you have a question, be fast. No question. So I think it's well understood, and you have the video. You go through it again and watch it thoroughly, step by step, and do it. All right, that's all for tonight class, how to host your project on GitHub.